Evening. Good evening. Good evening. Jessica Carter, the Peaceful Billionaire here. I was rambling on last night about how late it was when I went live, and tonight I'm even later. So today was my friend's wedding, hence the henna. So the wedding was this afternoon. I took today off so that I could have a super fun day with her. So we went for coffee this morning and we got home this afternoon, and I had a very short window of time to take care of a few things for work. I worked for like 30 minutes this morning. I had some stuff to take care of for my team, and then I got ready and I left and we went for coffee, and then I got back this afternoon and I had to get everything ready to take to the wedding and get ready. So this is makeup from a long time ago this afternoon. After the wedding, we went for super late lunch, early dinner, which was really amazing. And then after hanging out with them, I headed from Lower Manhattan to Upper East Side to have dinner with my friends who are in town for her birthday. And I got home not long ago. I haven't been home for long. I literally came home and I took my dogs out, and here I am. I'm live. And I'm not going to stay live for long. I think, uh-oh. I think, hi, Saturn. Oh, these are my co-hosts. Oh, there was Jupiter. They're extra playful and excited because I just got home. And I'm going to be brief tonight. I'm going to be brief because it's late, and usually when I go live, I have some people joining me, but I don't see anybody joining me this evening. So I am still going to move forward with some of the tips. There's today's day 2 of 10, right? So there's a 10 specific different tips that I teach really often because they're very powerful. Remember last night I was mentioning small hinges swing big doors, right? And if you've been watching me, you're learning about your mind as a $27 billion asset. So I'd like to give you a moment to really take that in, right? Take that in. It's a lot, 27 billion, a lot of zeros, right? It's a lot of value. So you're just really taking in that your mind is in fact that valuable, right? You're walking, it's the most valuable asset you will ever own. And it also has 27 billion kilowatts of power. That's how powerful you are, right? Ultimately, you're powerful beyond measure. Oh, look, they're playing. Ultimately, you are powerful beyond measure. But again, your mind likes to be able to conceptualize things. So if you were to give an actual value to the mind, 27 billion is the value. And I shared with you all how I calculated that, right? Which is going by the world's most valuable gemstone, which happens to be the jaw-dropping blue diamond, which is valued at $4 million per carat. Average human brain weighs about 3 pounds. Converted into carats, that's 6,800 carats times $4 million equals $27 billion. And again, your mind is equally powerful. That means $27 billion of power is what is available to you to create the financial life, the freedom, the time freedom, the financial freedom, the lifestyle of your choosing, and the financial destiny of your choosing is available for you to create. It's all up to you. How you do anything is how you do everything. So certainly honest, right? I mean, I'm human. I like to think that I'm superwoman and that I'm not human. But I am, at least last time I checked, right? It's human. And so how you do anything is how you do everything. And I said I was going to go live every day. And I got home and it was really late, and part of me was like that lower negative self was like, no, you don't really want to do that. Just it's late and nobody's going to care. And you don't know if anybody's even going to be there. I was like, negative Nancy, please stop. Please hush. How you do anything is how you do everything. And so I was like, no, I committed to going live every day. So if there's someone there who wants to hear me, who wants to see me, then I'm going to be there. Not only so I have to be, right? I have to show up in that way for myself. I have to show up. I have to be. And like, I am a woman of my word. So I was like, where did that? Hey there. Oh, I'm so happy somebody's here with me. Hi. Yeah. So I'm like, no, how you do anything is how you do everything. You said you're going live every day during the week, and it doesn't matter what time it is, you're going live. So here I am. And I just went through so many, I just went through all the things. So like I said, I'm not going to stay on for too long because it is late. And I always feel like, when I have someone here with me that I want to chat longer and share more. So before you hopped on, I was chatting about your mind and the way that I create a value for you so that it is a tangible way to understand how powerful and how valuable your mind is that your mind is a $27 billion asset. And I was chatting about how I calculate that, where that came from, and that it also is equally powerful at 27 billion kilowatts of power. And so that, again, is you are powerful beyond measure. But your mind likes to make things tangible and to be able to conceptualize things. So giving it a value allows you to be able to conceptualize that. And so tonight I'm going to give you tip 2. So last night was tip 1 on there's 10 like top tools to optimize and leverage your mind, optimize and leverage this $27 billion asset that you already own. Right. And one of the big ways that you can do that is I want you always to, like, my intention is always giving you tips, tools, and strategies that optimize and leverage 100% of your mind, because most people are only using 5%, of your mind, which means that is, you're only using 5% of your potential. So everything that I do is very strategic and very intentional for you to optimize and leverage this $27 billion asset that you already own and the 27 billion kilowatts of power that is behind that. And so tip 1 last night was shifting your perspective. Shift your perspective from obstacle equals obstacle to, hi, baby. They're so excited that I'm home because I was gone most of the day. This is Saturn. And behind me is, oh, hi, baby. Hi. And that's Jupiter. Saturn and Jupiter. My co-hosts are usually the best co-hosts of all time because usually they're just behind me sleeping, but I was gone all day, so they're super excited. All right, so tip 1 last night was, again, so shifting your perspective around obstacles from obstacle equals obstacle to obstacle equals opportunity. And the reason for that is, so why would you do this? And the reason is that when your mind says obstacle equals obstacle, your subconscious mind throws up a giant red stop sign and it acts accordingly. It stops. It's like, boop, roadblock, doesn't go any further. But when you shift your perspective to obstacle equals opportunity, now your subconscious mind is searching. Where's my opportunity? Where's my opportunity? Where's my opportunity? And the opportunity may not show up right away, but if you keep with that perspective and that frame of mind, you will, in fact, find the opportunity. It will show up. You'll notice it. You'll find it. You'll see it. You'll be like, whoa, there it is. But if your perspective is that obstacle equals obstacle, it's basically like throwing up a brick wall, because your mind literally just stops. It's not searching for solutions. It's not searching for your opportunity, right? So any perceived obstacle, perceived challenge, perceived limitation, notice how powerful that is, that it's a perceived obstacle. It's a perceived limitation. It's a perceived challenge, right? And that instead, each one of those things can be an opportunity. So where's my opportunity? And what's on the other side of opportunity is a reward. Right? What's on the other side of the opportunity is a reward. And so you actually want to really train your mind to go from obstacle, perceived obstacle, challenge, or limitation to where's my opportunity? What's the solution? Where's my opportunity, right? So changing how quickly your mind moves from a perceived problem or challenge to a solution, or a perceived obstacle to an opportunity, right? So that's how you're really starting to train and optimize and leverage the value, the full value and power of your mind. And so tip two, tip two is fun. Tip two is actually a lot of fun, and you need a partner. So you need a partner in crime, someone else in your life who is success and goal oriented, right? Who's on a path to creating more in their life, right? Becoming a highest and best version of themselves, creating a higher vision for their life, creating financial freedom, becoming financial free, building wealth, like people who are, right, dreaming big, playing big, and actually making that happen. And so you need a buddy. You do need a buddy. Again, a buddy, a partner in crime for this one. That could be a friend, it could be a colleague, it could be a business partner, it could be a spouse, it could be one of your kids, right? Kids make a game out of it, and kids will have a lot of fun with this, especially being able to correct, have an opportunity to correct a parent. So number 2 of 10 of these tips, of this series of tips to optimize and leverage 100% of your $27 billion asset, right, is to eliminate the word TRY from your vocabulary. Now, last night I also mentioned, so there's the highest paid individuals, just kind of overall, are communicators and innovators. So communication is a really valuable thing. And it's not only your ability to communicate well with others, it's also your ability to communicate really well with yourself, right? Because again, had I listened to that lower aspect of my mind tonight, like, oh, Jessa, no, you're not, you don't need to go live tonight, right? It's too late. And I was like, no, like I don't have time to listen to that negative voice. I've been training my mind for a long time. So while I do sometimes hear the negative voice, I'm the referee, I'm in charge, so that I don't have to listen to the negative voice, right? And I choose not to. And so there is no TRY. Tip number 2, eliminate the word TRY. I'm spelling it. It's the word try. I've actually eliminated it from my vocabulary, and that's why I spell it. So you'll hear me spell it. Eliminate the word TRY from your vocabulary and the word TRY. Why? And it's because your subconscious mind does not understand negative words. Your subconscious mind does not understand negative words. So what happens when you say you're going to TRY to do something? Hey there. Hey, Josh. So when you say you're going to TRY to do something, I'm spelling it, Josh. It's the word try. When you say you're going to TRY to do something, what happens? Nothing, because your subconscious mind doesn't understand those negative words. So it's practically like you saying to yourself, I don't want to do that thing. I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that. I don't want that result. The easiest example I always give is what happens, right? If I ask you a question, what happens when someone says, I'm going to TRY to lose weight? I'm going to try to lose weight. What happens? 99.9% of the time, nothing happens. 99, it doesn't exist in mine either. That's why I spell it. 99% of the time, nothing happens. And it's a very, very weak word. It's a very disempowering word. It's also a very superfluous word, meaning that there's just no actual pertinence or relevance to using it in your vocabulary. Yet if you're attuned to it, you will literally hear people saying it all the time. And once you eliminate it from your vocabulary, Josh, you can attest to this. How crazy does it drive you when you hear other people using the word TRY or TRYing? Because when you don't use it, when you stop using it, you hear everybody else saying it like a broken record. Like you literally will hear everyone once you don't use it. So Josh doesn't use the word. I don't use the word, but I'm going to be truthful. I had help. I had help breaking myself of that habit. But before I get into before I get into that, remember I said you're going to need a buddy for this. And then I give you give someone your perspective on the word. Yeah, I do too. I always ask for permission. I always ask if they're open to. It's best to ask someone if they're open to a suggestion before you dive in and share, because sometimes that can bite you in the tail. If you just start pouring your pouring your personal and professional development and pouring your personal growth on people, they're like, if that's not their jam, they're just going to kind of look at you and be like, why? Why are you telling me this? So I always ask for permission, but yeah, so you need a buddy. And like I said, truth be told, I had help. It was actually a friend of mine who helped to break me of the habit several years ago. And what he would do is every time we got on the phone, and he's still a great friend of mine. We've been friends for, I can't even count how many years now. And he's a super funny guy. And so anytime I would say the word TRY, he would make this awful honking buzzard-like sound. So anytime I said the word, he'd be like, eh! And I was like, ah! And he would do it every single time I was on the phone with him. And every single time I said the word, he would just honk at me. And it was so annoying. It would just catch me off guard. And I might have said a few choice words to him a few times. I'm like, stop it. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, so I would, it's annoying, right? It's annoying, but funny until you actually break yourself of the habit. Because then what happens when someone else is calling you on it, that's why you need a buddy, right? Because your buddy is doing the same thing. So you're going to make a sound at them. It could be the buzzard sound. It could be a different sound, right? But you're going to do something to snap them out of it, right? To let them know that they're doing it. It might be a beep. It might be a clap. Whatever you all agree on. Like, don't do anything that you don't agree on with your buddy. They're not going to like that. But that way you're catching each other, right? You're catching each other. So you're helping each other break the habit. And the more and more someone else calls you on it, then the more and more you start to notice, and then the easier it becomes to eliminate the word. The other thing that I wanted to say about it, when I said it's a very superfluous word and it's a very disempowering word, because again, what happens if you say you're going to TRY to do something? Nothing. And what's very interesting that I noticed when I was on that journey of breaking myself of this really horrible habit is what's very interesting is in written word. For example, if you're reading a book and you see the word TRY or TRYing, if you actually drop and eliminate the word and read the sentence as though the word weren't there, 90 to 95%, if not almost 99% of the time, the sentence will still make complete sense without the word TRY. So that's how superfluous and unnecessary of a word it is, that it's in the sentence and the sentence still makes complete sense without it. And that's also really annoying. Now, Josh, I've ruined you for life, because now you're not only going to be aware of it when you hear someone else saying it, you are going to also be now noticing it when you read something. And so there is no TRY, right? There is no TRY. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand those words. So you're as good as basically telling yourself, I mean, you might as well just quit. You're basically quitting before you even start if you say you're going to TRY to do something, because your mind just doesn't compute and it does nothing. It literally does nothing. So there is no TRY. You do or do not do. You choose to or choose not to. There is no TRY. You do or do not do. You choose to or choose not to. Right? And so that was the choice that I had this evening. For those of you who weren't on at the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going live this late because I was gone all day. And I shared a little bit about that, so I won't reinvent the wheel here. But I was gone all day. I got home, and within 20 minutes of being home, here I am live with you guys. But there was part of me when I first got home and like, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I've been out and about. Hey there, Goldie. And so there was that negative Nancy voice in my head coming up with all these excuses like, oh, nobody will notice. Nobody will notice if you go live. Nobody's going to notice whether you go live or not. No one's probably going to show up. It's late. And da, da, da. So that negative Nancy voice, right? The negative Nancy voice was attempting to talk me out of it. And I was like, no, right? I do or do not do. I choose to or choose not to. And how you do anything is how you do everything. And so I'm like, no, Jessa, how you do anything is how you do everything. And you're going to go upstairs and you're going to go live. And then you're going to eat a cupcake. And then you're going to wash your face and brush your teeth and put on your pajamas. Well, maybe not in that order. I might put my pajamas first because I'm definitely ready to get out of this dress. But then like, no, I'm going to eat a cupcake. I'm going to put my pajamas on. Pajamas first. Pajamas first. Pajamas first. Then cupcake. Then wash my face, brush my teeth, put on a movie, hop into bed, and get up early and start all over again tomorrow. So that's how I'm going to do things. But again, how you do anything is how you do everything. And work on Josh, congratulations and kudos to Josh, because Josh has been on this journey for a while also, and I know that. So he's already eliminated that word TRY. I've already eliminated it. Josh, can you just say in the chat, do you feel like it made a significant difference in your life? Eliminating that word from your vocabulary. I'm curious. It definitely made a tremendous, significant difference for me, because now I'm like, I'm either doing this or I'm not doing this. I'm either choosing to do this or I'm choosing not to do this, right? Like there is no TRY, there is no in between, right? I do or do not do, I choose to or choose not to. Josh, are you hearing me? Share in the comments with us how big of an impact you feel this small change made for you. I feel like it made a huge change for me, and I love the concept, right? Small hinges swing big doors. So for me, this was definitely one of those small changes, small hinges that swung a big door. It was very, very, very apparent. Once I had eliminated it from my vocabulary. But again, it's best if you have help. You really need a partner in crime and a buddy for this, because if you use the word a lot, you're just so used to it. Most of the time when you say it, you're not even going to notice it, because it's just a bad habit. It's not intentional. It's just a I don't want to say bad, right? There really is no good or bad, right or wrong. Things just are. But it's a not supportive. It is not a supportive thing. All right. Oh, hey there. Somebody else hopped on. I don't think Josh hears me. I didn't get an answer yet in the chat. Well, I was wrapping up. I was wrapping up. So if you missed it, if you want to go back and catch the whole thing or catch any parts of it, the replays are always housed on YouTube. So you can always catch any of these videos, the replay there on YouTube, which means you can watch it. You can turn up the speed so you can watch it at 1.25 or 1.5. Although I speak pretty fast anyways, majority of the time. So maybe 1.25, 1.5. I'll probably sound like a Smurf drinking coffee. That's probably what would happen. But anyway, so if you do want to catch any part of this that you missed, if you want to catch the one from last night, I did do kind of a quick recap rolling in tonight to what last night was, but I really kind of dove deeper into it, and that's kind of always my intention. That's why I'm giving you one tip, one tool each evening, and ideally, keep a list of them, right? Make yourself a list of all 10. And once all 10 are out, I'll leave the all 10 in the comments. That way, if you do want to make sure, that way you can have a complete list, because then you can work on like one at a time. It's easier to create permanent change when you're not attempting to like dump and change everything all at once. So you can catch all of the replays. Those are housed on my YouTube channel. You can also catch the Peaceful Billionaire Mission to Billions vlog. That is my personal behind the scenes, transparent, day-to-day vlog entry of my journey of what it takes both internally and externally to build really high levels of success. And it literally is just a day-to-day whatever. Today I took the day off and I was like at a wedding, and I was had celebrated a friend's birthday. So today was the day off. So I'm just gonna share a little bit more about that on probably on my vlog entry tonight. But usually I kind of tap more into like what is that really going on the scenes, going on behind the scenes on the day to day, because right now there's a lot. When you commit to building really high levels of success in a short period of time, when you say yes to yourself in really, really big ways, you have to show up in really, really different ways. And so I have a ton on my plate coming up. So you're kind of getting the behind the scenes of that, and things are coming up quickly. I cannot believe today is May 11th. I really wish I could press pause and slow down time. Universe, please slow down. But I don't have that. I don't have that luxury. So you can catch more about that if you're interested. The vlog entries are all there as well, and it's kind of organized because the lives will be under the live tab, and then I upload the vlog entries, so those are in a separate section, so you can kind of go on and it's organized. You can go on whichever one you want to catch up on. I also, by the way, I did some research last night on some better lighting. Nighttime lighting when you have glasses is really, really challenging not to get that glare, because I know it's super annoying. So I am gonna do my best to, I mean, it is summertime and it doesn't get dark until relatively late. So I'm gonna do my best to get my lives done before it gets dark. But I also am going to order some better lighting, because every time I'm on here at night, for whatever reason, Instagram does a much better job. I feel like Instagram looks warm. And then just from the webcam on my laptop, it's like, so I'm going to work on getting some better lighting for these nighttime ones. But anyways, so I hope tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow I will be live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time to celebrate you and your wins, big or small. Doesn't matter how big they are, doesn't matter how small they are. It's a celebration of you, and also an opportunity to pick my brain and have your questions answered. So come with your questions. I will answer anything that you ask me, laser coaching, like anything. If you're feeling stuck on something, you just pick my brain. And I'll be live for 30 minutes. So I'll be live from 11:30 to 12 Eastern time every Friday. And that will be the same thing. It will be celebrating you and your wins and picking my brain, getting your questions answered, getting some laser coaching if appropriate, based on whatever your question is. So that is, hey there, Jay Spell. I welcome. You basically caught me saying goodbye. You caught me saying goodbye and bidding everyone good night, depending on where you are. So yeah, so if you'd like to catch the replay there, I think you can watch them on Instagram too, but if you caught it on one of the other platforms. And here I was planning to go live for like 10 or 15 minutes tonight, and now I've been going for 30. I wasn't expecting that. So I'm excited for everyone who was here joining me. I hope you got some valuable diamonds and pearls from me tonight. I hope you got some valuable diamonds and pearls. And I'll see you tomorrow. If you can, join me tomorrow. Wow, everybody, hey DJ, everybody is hopping. I'm so sorry. What is one supposed to do? I'm still learning with this whole live thing. I feel bad when I'm about to say goodbye and I'm at the end and people are hopping on. So the only thing I know to say, I wish you could come off microphone and talk to me, but that's not how going live works. But if you'd like to catch the replay, you can catch that either on Instagram or on my YouTube channel. It's at The Peaceful Billionaire. And if not, I will see you tomorrow. If you have questions, you can pick my brain and we'll celebrate your wins tomorrow from 11:30 Eastern time to 12. And then aside from that, I'll be back live sometime on Monday with tip tool number 3. Oh, thank you for all the love. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. Yay. All right. I wish everyone a super incredible, blessed, and prosperous. Hey there. Oh my gosh. I haven't. Oh my gosh. Everybody's coming on when I'm leaving. This makes me sad. Does anyone have a question now that people are like hopping on? It makes me feel obligated. It makes me feel obligated to stay. So I'm sorry that you missed. I'm sorry that you missed everything. I've been live for 32 minutes. So if you're just hopping on and joining us, I've been carrying on for 32 minutes now. So I want to let everyone go. I always want to be respectful of your time. But if you have a question, if anyone has a question that you want to throw in the comments right now, I will answer a question. Otherwise, you can, if you're available and you want to hop on and get questions answered, if you're the only person there, I'll answer all of your questions, right? You have 30 minutes to pick my brain and celebrate your wins. From 11:30 Eastern to 12 tomorrow. And then, like I said, otherwise I'll be back live with you all on Monday with tip 3 to optimize and leverage the $27 billion asset that you already own with 27 billion kilowatts of power, your mind. Somebody else. Hi, Stephanie. I am so... I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Stephanie, I've been repeating myself now. I've been live for 33 minutes. I was about to sign off and people keep joining. But I was at the end. I was at the end of the whole journey. So I'll do a quick recap, right? So tip 1, I'm not going to expand upon them. I dove gala night lately. Wait. What is your experience at the Oscar gala night lately? Oh, well, I was hey Jerry, I was showing off some photos because my friend was visiting for her birthday. So I was actually showing off some photos from the Oscar gala, from the Oscar gala party. I was showing off some photos of that. this evening, and I had a ton of, well, I had pictures of myself like on the red carpet, but I also had some really cool photos and videos of the fashion show at the end of the night, which was absolutely incredible. But I'll do a quick recap and before I say goodbye. So I'll give you tip 1, which was last night. Love from India. Hey, I know everybody's loving my henna. I'm obsessed. So I got this done for my friend's wedding this week, and I'm super obsessed. I did one hand, and now I wish I would have done both. But the girl who did it was awesome. So my friend and I are definitely going to do it again. So again, I did a deep dive. I did a deep dive last night on tip 1, and tonight I went deep into tip 2 and like how to create, how to create that change for yourself. So tip 1 for optimizing your mind for inevitable success, wealth, peace, fulfillment, right? You're using 100% of your mind to have anything that you choose to have, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that next level is for you. And so tip 1 is to shift your perspective from obstacle equals obstacle to obstacle equals opportunity. Shift your perspective from obstacle equals opportunity. From obstacle equals obstacle to obstacle equals opportunity. Yes? All right. So I'm throwing out the tip, a quick recap. So I go deeper into that, what it means, why, right? Why it's so powerful and valuable for that to be one of these shifts that you make. And tip 2 for tonight is to eliminate the word TRY, the word try. I spell it because I've eliminated that word from my vocabulary. I don't use it. So there is no TRY. So the challenge and the tip is to eliminate the word TRY from your vocabulary, because your subconscious mind doesn't understand those negative words. So if you say you're going to TRY to do something, what happens? Nothing happens, right? So you want to get rid of that word, and you need a buddy, you need a partner in crime to, if they hear you say it, that they either snap or they clap, or could be extra annoying, like my friend who broke me of the habit, who would honk at me. He would make an awful like buzzing sound. He'd be like, eh! And every time I said the word, he broke me of the habit pretty quickly, I will say. It's annoying, but it's very effective. And so there is no TRY. You do or do not do. You choose to or choose not to. So that's the quick recap. If you want to hear me dive deeper into each of those things, you can catch tip 1, a deep dive last night, on my YouTube channel. You can catch the replay of tonight either on Instagram or on YouTube at The Peaceful Billionaire. Lots of love and prosperity to you. I will see you, if you're available, live tomorrow at 11 Eastern Time to celebrate your wins, big or small, and pick my brain. I will answer your questions. I'll give you laser coaching if you have a coaching type question. Otherwise, we can hang out and have some fun together, whatever happens. But if you're the only person that's there live with me, and you can ask me all the questions you want. So that said, and also my phone is gonna die because I was gone all day today. I'm live on Instagram on my phone, and I'm live from my laptop via StreamYard on Facebook and YouTube, and what's the other one called? LinkedIn. That's what it's called. So I'm live on 4 platforms right now, and all the replays and my blog is all housed on my YouTube channel at The Peaceful Billionaire. Again, I bid you good night, sending you lots of love and prosperity and blessings, and I will see you soon. Goodbye for now. Bye for now.